Hey guys. Hey, happy Seed Bead
Hello.
Saturday. I have my guest Jennifer today, and so I'm super glad you can make it. I know we were having our plans go back and forth with like, is Saturday free? Isn't it? But I'm so happy you are here. And we have Colleen here too. She's in the chat,
Yes,
guys.
Colleen.
She's here with us in StreamYard. So lots of hearts for Colleen and everything she does for the channel. And also, guys, it's a day of celebration. I'm going to embarrass Colleen for just a second, but her channel is taking off. I believe it was 1,500 subscribers as of this morning. So she's doing really good over there, guys. She's putting out so much great content. Like, she had the most amazing video with earrings from the recent Jesse James Beads box, which I just got. You just got, right? So I just want to go copy the earrings she made. So I think that's what I'm going to do later today. I'm going to open and copy this. If you haven't already seen that video, it's really stellar. And then today I was going to just show a project that we kind of started last Seed Bead Saturday, but I have a PDF now and it's like an official project on the website. You can find this on my tutorials page, and it shows you how to make both the bracelet and the necklace. And I have some in-process samples that I have going that I'm going to show you. Finishing, adding thread, and any other little questions that come up usually during construction. And then as you can see on Jen's mat, she has a bunch of beautiful things too. A bunch of mixes and gorgeous beads that are from her recent order from my shop.
That I just, like, I ran. So I wasn't going to be here. And I'm like, oh, Danielle, something came up. I'm going to be in Walnut Creek.
No worries. Never
and I texted her when I was in Modesto, which is about 30 minutes away. I was like, I'm going to make it. Send me the link. And I came in, got all set up, and then I'm like, oh, I think I might have an order from you. And I ran out to the mailbox and grabbed it. And so it has just been zoom, 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 zoom. And so thank you for letting me join still.
Thank you. It looks like you've got the beads we'll be using today. So you'll be able to make like right along with the project. And I think you already have like a lot of the beads that I'm going to introduce as well. At least you have the cubes. So I was going to maybe play with the cubes today.
Yeah.
The bracelet.
I have the golden grains.
Those are so cool. Oh, hey, Space Pickle's here. Hey, guys.
Yay.
And Jody's here. Okay, we're all here. Yay.
Hi, Jody. Awesome. Gina.
Yay.
Zandra. Is it Zandra or
you see Lori is here. And Shirley. Marlene. Zandra's here. Hey, Carol's here. Eugenia's here. And Jenny. Lynn is here.
Lynn.
And I'm just going to scroll really quick. Make sure that Marlene's here.
Did you see Lori? Is Lori
Lori's here? Yeah. And Kelly's here. Terry. Cynthia's here. Barbara. And Sharon. And Gina's here. Tina. Kelly. Kelly twice, sorry. Yeah. If I missed anyone, please forgive me. I'm scrolling. And yeah. Oh, cool. Everyone. Morphing Designs is here. Leslie. And I see you guys have spotted my giveaway hashtag, which is #cosmic. Actually, let me jump into why it says #cosmic really quick. I'll show you the giveaway. I'm going to add my screen, and we'll make this the solo layout just for a second. So these are the little demo samples I have. But really quick, I want to show you my latest cube mixes. So we made this one together last week, and it is now in shop. And so this is also today's giveaway. And so I went with Cosmic because it's got, space theme, nebula. And then I also have another one that's perfect for spring, which is I decided to call it Snail Shell because it's so cute. And it has all those colors of a garden in it, and then the soil. And I've had it in a snail dish, and so that's where the name came from. And so that's also in the shop, along with a bunch of other cool stuff. I added some peanut beads. I have another mix called Blueberry Pie. And that's another 1.8 millimeter cube. I have three new colors of berry beads, aka peanut beads. And each of these is intended to go with the new mix. So we have this one to go with Blueberry Pie, got this one to go with the nebula mix, and this one looks really cute with snail, with a snail shell. It's nice little, because there's some hints of pink in there and cocoa. So this could be, for the earrings we did. Let me show you the earrings really quick if I have them. I do. this is another pattern already on my website. And so my goal was to give you some other options and colors. So for example, you could take and do the same design with these. I can see that. It would be cute. And then, of course, if you wanted to do with this combo, that would be really stand out. And I don't have them yet, but I am getting more of these. I'm getting them in silver, copper, and gold, as well as a little restock on the bronze. So you won't see them right now because I sold out, but they will be back. And then just a couple other random, I had actually purchased these with the intention of putting them into a mix, but decided the mix was perfect without it. So there's also these by themselves in the shop if you want some good glacier colors. This is a light and that's a dark blue, like a beautiful glacier little colorway there. I might still come up with something that uses those. So yeah. So that's all of those. And then of course today's feature is this mix. And I thought I would show you the bracelet. We demoed the bracelet starting last time, but if anyone wants to see that again, I can start it again. But I really wanted to show you how I did the clasp.
Ooh.
Do you like that?
Yeah. I'm looking on the small screen on my overhead because I'm ordering on my laptop right now.
Oh no. You were doing that during Silver Silk Sunday the other day. I purposely introduced these when you're on the live so you can't shop. Oh my goodness, it's so funny.
Oh, I think your phone's gonna go cha-ching, and that's me.
Oh yeah, and I see a cool question here. So have I ever used split rings? You know, I have used split rings. However, I like to use a closed jump ring. And so I can show you, I don't have any in the shop right now, mainly because literally you can get them best price ever. Let me show you where I get them from, if I can find it. I have them in here somewhere. And they have them in every finish, but closed jump rings, a little hard to find, but I've always gotten them here. So they're soldered, which means for seed beater, you're not stressing about your thread count.
Oh yeah, yes.
I have them in every color, and I've just never really been able to beat the price here. This is the best price. So I can put them in the shop, but I'd just be marking up these that you can just go get yourself. So I figure, you know, go grab a bag of 100 and they'll last you forever. And in your favorite or all finishes, which is what I did. And then in the case of this one, though, it just goes directly to the actual clasp. Let me show you I have these in rose gold, which is what you see here, or you could just say it's shiny copper. And then gold. And then there's some silver as well. Silver would have also been a great choice with that colorway, don't you think?
Oh yeah, that's pretty. I have all three of those colors. Yay.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So, hey, I thought I would dive in and
yes.
ask you guys what first, necklace first or bracelet? And if we do the bracelet, I thought I would show starting it just really quick in short form, but then I'll switch to this one to do the finish on this side. And how many jars for both projects? Actually, I think depending on the length you go for, you may actually be able to get through it with one jar. My only worry is the pattern, having enough colors. 2 jars would be more than enough, like way more than enough. Or you could get the palette. So I sell this as a palette now with all 6 colors in a 10-gram bag, with 10 grams each of all 6 colors. And that's still in stock as of this morning. So pretty sure it's still there. And then I have quite a few of these left too, if you like the mixed jar better. And in the mixed jar, you get 16 grams, which is a lot. That's a pretty good deal. And then there's the palette, which you get 60 grams, which is also pretty amazing. Yeah, and so I'm just talking to see if anybody, so I saw a vote for bracelets. So let's do bracelet first. And what I was going to show you really quick was that not only can you make this bracelet with the mix, but you can also make it with any of the new cube mixes.
Ooh, like the ones I got?
Yeah, would you guys be game for me to start it with the cubes so you could see something different?
Yeah.
Or if anyone wants to see with the mix, I can stick with the mix. But I've made this one already, and so I feel like trying something that's just a little bit different. And I was gonna switch to my 1G in brown, which, oh, by the way, I'm restocking this today. I just got the box. So I have restock of cream. I know I sold out of cream, but it's coming back. Everyone's saying cubes. Let's do it. Give me an hour after the live and I will get those in the shop because I do have more of the 1G 50-gram spools. All of our faves came back, so I'm able to restock like a lot easier than I was before.
What color 1G should I use? I'm going to use the Surf and Sand. Should I use brown?
Well, let's take a look. Yeah, I want to see yours really quick. Let's have a look at that. With Surf and Sand, you could really use any. You could use brown.
Okay.
You could use blue.
Ooh, I have this fun blue. Look at this fun blue.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a nice color. That reminds me, I was going to see, would you guys like me to add the little palette of, they're a little pricey, but I'll do it on pre-order if you guys want the little, it's a whole box of thread. That
like
has
these?
Yeah, like the one you just held up. Well, so not like that. Let me bring yours back up real quick. So
I did mine all separate, but
you made that, right?
Yeah, because I got a deal on these. I think I bought all of them too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I bought them all separately, but there's really good colors. I did have them organized nicely before, but I started grabbing them and then they would start moving around. But yeah.
I'm hoping I can maybe add the Toho makes a little miniature box and it's super cute. It looks like something you did at the Daiso. You know, it's so awesome.
Yes.
Flip top, and it has an assortment of threads in it, and there's 2 different palettes. So I may need to get those.
Yes, I think
sometime.
I think you need those in our lives.
I need those in my life, yes, for sure.
Well, what's in your life is in our life, and so yeah.
Yes, exactly. Oh, I was going to do snail shell, but I could do nebula. But I feel snail shell because I want to use eventually I want to get one of these on it, maybe in gold. Yeah. Let's do snail shell. Yeah, and Linda, 1G should be strong enough. If it's peyote stitch, I normally feel confident that I can do 1G thread. However, on this necklace, we're going to be using Fireline for that. 6 pound is plenty for that version. And also, just in case anyone's just joining, this is the PDF for everything we're doing today, and it is already on the website. You can download it, and it's going to walk you through everything I'm going to show you. So this is a lengthwise peyote bracelet, very much similar to the one that you did, Jennifer, for your when you were doing stuff with the Toho Make-A-Wish kit.
Yes.
You did that with single drop. I'm going to be doing a 3-drop version. So we just string in multiples of 6, and that's the ticket. If you
so it's going lengthwise like mine did. That's right. And I did 1 by 1. Yeah, that took me a day or 2 or 3.
Yeah, it does take a while. It does. There's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I'll just do an abbreviated version. We'll do maybe half a length or so it doesn't take super a long time to demo, but there's 12. Okay. And so you definitely want to do multiples of 6. So there's 6, and there's 6, and then we'll do 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you just take that out to the length that you'd like your bracelet to be minus clasp. So, and Gina's asking, how do I know which thread? Well, a lot of that just comes to preference, some testing, and then just a little bit of kind of like what's the need of the stitch. So some of these stitches require some structure assistance. Things like herringbone. Herringbone, you really want to use like a Fireline or a Wildfire because those are flimsy stitches with thin thread. But if you're doing fringe, brick stitch, peyote stitch, you can really get away with some of the size B or size D threads. And then you get a flowier result. That said, I made this with 6-pound fire line and it's plenty flowy. I can almost bend it. So there's leeway and there's room for preference and there's room for just like going for what you like and using what you prefer. But so let's see, I'm gonna need a few more of those cubes out. If you decide to color block, you might need 2 bags to color block if you're color blocking with the cubes.
It's a good thing I bought 2 bags.
Yeah, I know, right? I wonder if I should just start doing the 22-gram thing. But not all projects require that. So we're going to be working in blocks of 3 here. So if you want, you can just take a look at your however many you've strung. And if you were trying to make a whole bracelet, just wrap it around your wrist or maybe even put a bracelet design board out, like one of these kind of things, and you can just lay it. This stitch won't shorten the length. It'll stay the same length. And what I did on this is I worked 3 rows of every color. So, and also you want to leave about a 12-inch tail that you'll use to put on your clasp at the end. We did our multiples of 6. And I'm just pretending this is a full length bracelet just for our demo purpose. And I'm going to pick up 3, skip 3, and go through the next 3. Now, if this was a really long one that you were starting, you could work 2 needle or simply start this one by pulling working and tail threads apart like that. And looks like I skipped too many. Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to go back to where I was. Oops, not sure what I did there. Okay, so string 3, skip 3, and go through the next 3. There we go. That looks right. So you should get something like that. And then just kind of hold the other end, hold your tail. And if this was super long, you would just have to keep going. You could add a stop bead over here too, if you're worried about it kind of coming off the edge. So here's 3. I'm going to skip 3 and then go through 3. And so there's that. And here's 3 more. I'm going to skip 3, go through 3. And if you did multiples of 6, you won't end up with extras, but it looks like I may have made a mistake and not strung multiples of 6 there. So let me get 3 more on here. And if for some reason you get to the end and you've got only 3 left, just add 3 more. But I might not have strung that right. Here we go. So here's 3, skip 3, and we'll go through 3. So you're just going for that. And it's going to look really, really pretty. You can always also just keep, if you wanted to work the 2 needle method, you can keep adding as you go. But however long you'd like to make it. On this one, it took a lot more because the 11s are so much less tall than the cubes. With the cubes, you'll get done faster. You see how much a little taller those are? So you'll get a faster result with the cubes. That said, this is gorgeous. I love that. All right, so I'm going to switch color. Let's switch to the shiny. And every 3 rows, and how to count them is just count the edges. So 1 on this side and 2 on that side. So we know we've got 3 rows. And in the illustration, it looks like that. So we've done that, and we're like right here right now. So we'll switch color. 3, go through 3, 3, go through 3. And we'll just keep going. There's 3. And in the snail shell mix, there are 2 different colors. There's a dark topaz and a AB finish topaz. And the difference side by side is like that. So you get one shiny topaz and one that's not shiny. There's some really nice contrast there. There's also a cocoa. It's literally called cocoa lined crystal. There's that gorgeous green. And there's a white. So there's a lot of beautiful colors in that. Oops. So pick up 3 and just go through those tall ones. And how are you doing over there, Jen?
I am so slow, but I'm doing it.
You're stitching along? Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yeah. I decided since Rain didn't get the last one and I intended for it to be for her, I'm making her one now. Yeah.
Yeah, and if are you using the cubes? It looks like you're using.
I am using Surf and Sand.
You're using the triangles.
Yes.
Oh, that's going to be really cool. Oh yeah, you just showed me that. I spaced. Sorry.
It's okay. Can we tell everybody what we were going to do tonight? And then
yeah. But the best made plans always get thwarted. But I think actually it's going to be fun anyway, so it's going to work out either way.
Because see if people, I think Linda would love it in Australia.
Oh yeah, she would.
Do you want to tell them what we were going to do? If I didn't make it here in time.
Yeah, we were going to have an after party. So because it looked like Jennifer was going to be busy for most of the early afternoon our time. So we were going to pop on evening-ish.
Yeah.
And that was all going to be until my hubby has trivia tonight. So he goes and he plays trivia with some of his friends. I've got the kiddos and they're like, we want to do popcorn in a movie. So I figure got to do that. Plus you made it today.
I made it.
It really worked out really nicely.
I mean, I'm a mess right now because I came in and I was like, I think I can do it. And my phone isn't charged. And I'm like, I've plugged in my phone. And so it's kind of wonky. And yeah, but we did it. But yeah, we were going to have a late night party.
Oh, I know. Well, we still need to do that. And we need to get Colleen to come on for that.
Yes. Oh, wait, but late night for us.
Late night for her, but I think she's like me though. We are
night owls. Yes, we all are. Yes. Do you want to know what? I'm going to tell you guys something. I commented. She's down. You know what?
She's there. We're getting a thumbs up over here, guys.
I'm sending lots of love right here. You can see me in the background. I will comment at like 11 o'clock our time, Danielle. And she's like liking the comment and responding. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Well, a lot of us are just not tired at night. I mean, I
could stay up all night.
That's how I get stuff done. If I had to get stuff done during the day, I wouldn't be getting anything done. It would be sad. I'm not motivated during the day, even with coffee. Coffee just makes it possible for me to be there. But I don't really come alive until about 3 o'clock, maybe 2.
Well,
I know. I just
and
like
you
that.
saw my mat. My mat
right?
still had yesterday's stuff on it. And so I literally just threw this together. And this is what you do. You bring this good vibe out in us, Danielle.
Aww, I'm so glad. You guys bring a good vibe out in me too. I'm sorry for my voice. It's still doing that crackly thing.
Mine is too.
Oh, I'm loving this. I just remind me that I'm live because I might just forget and start stitching and chatting. That's kind of what happens to me sometimes. So I got into the store. But so also I just wanted to show that it can work with 1G. And the 1G is working out really nicely. And these colors are so pretty.
I'm loving this surf and sand a lot. I'm wishing I might have to place a second order.
I love that you're using the triangles because
And
now
people in the crowd will be like, "Yep, that's what Jen does."
Actually, that's really no, but I'm thinking seriously though, it's really helpful because now we can show everyone what it looks like with 11 what it looks like with cubes.
Yeah. I'm so
Thanks,
slow.
Lori. It's brand new. I just made it, and I decided to create my own because Miyuki, currently that I could find at my wholesale sources, only has golden grains and blueberry pie in the 1.8 millimeter cubes as mixes. So I made our own. I made Nebula for us, which is just 3 colors, and then Snail, which has the 2 topazes, the cocoa, the white, and the green. So it's only got 5, but it's so much more statement. So I feel like it's going to be the same width, but let's find out because this is 6 colors, and it ends up being exactly 1 inch, I believe. I put all this in the handout, but it's a hair under 1 inch in width. Oh yeah, I agree so much. It is a great community. In fact, I think it's really what keeps me going some days is just knowing that I get to have this fun time with you guys. And you have my back. And you have my sense of humor. Oh my goodness. We have so much fun chatting. I'm one of those people that sends a lot of memes, though. I got to apologize for that. I didn't realize I was one of those people, but I guess I am. I'm a meme sender. Just kind of, if it's funny and I want to share because I'm having a good time laughing. So I just start sending them off.
Well, if there's something that if it makes you laugh, it likely will make us laugh too. We could all use laughter in our lives, no matter what. You could be the happiest person in the world, and a good laugh is still good. All right, I'm getting to the end. This is so bad. I am just finishing.
Well, hey, let's take a look.
Third row. Yeah, that's it.
Here, I'm going to bring up your mat. There we go. Look. Oh, so you're going lengthwise.
Okay.
The full length. Awesome. Yeah. Perfect.
Yep. So I'm going the full length, and because that's how I did it on the other one. And I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I just, take my time. Speed does not equate to accuracy. But this one is going to be for Miss Rain, you guys, because I feel like surf and sand, even though it's surf and sand, I feel like, you can surf and there still be some rain in your life. Plus, she was supposed to get my other bracelet, and I did not give it to her. So yeah, so I'm just gonna, these colors, oh my goodness. Let me see if I can grab some in a little tray, though you have pictures on your website. But for any of you guys, look at these colors.
Yep, that's a size 10 triangle. I love those beads. Those are fun.
You not only have like the matte brown, but there's a shiny brown. You have a shiny blue. You have a matte blue. I know there's all probably technical colors for our names for them, but just cool. And I love this coral or peach. It is really super pretty. So I'm loving this. And yes, Jen got 2.
Well, you don't want to run out. I'm like that too.
Don't want to run. Yeah.
I wish they made this. So the surf and sand mix is not my invention. It's a Miyuki one.
Oh.
But I really wish that they made it in the cubes. And I wonder if I could copy it and do it.
I think you probably could copy it.
Yeah. I went ahead and did my own just because I wasn't sure if it was okay for me to copy it. But I feel like as long as I'm buying beads from them, I think they're cool.
They should be cool.
Shop away.
If I had Danielle Wickes buying stuff, I'd be like, okay. All right.
I think
so now
though, I'm feeling like there's something interesting about the cubes. I'm going to show you really quick. So this I was not expecting, but check this out.
Let's
bring
see.
this back up. So it's going to be thinner. Really? No, it just seems like it.
That is so pretty.
I'm going to add one more, you know, I'm going to repeat a color because this mix only has 5 colors. So I can't do the full 18 rows that I did in the handout like I did on the original. But here's the 3rd row in my 5th color. And so that's the width it would be.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so if you created with just all 5 colors, but I think I need to repeat one so that it can be the same. I don't know. I mean, that's cute because it puts the white in the center. Oh, hang on. I like this, don't I?
So pretty.
I'm very torn about it. Okay, I have to think on this one, but I do think I like it. Oh, and I skipped. Look what I did. Silly.
Okay. Oh, I'm seeing some new names. Nancy, Vanessa, Bridget, Leslie.
Oh, Leslie. That's Leslie.
Still here.
She's going to be on with me on the 26th. We're going to do the dots and dashes bracelet, and possibly, if we get time, maybe some earrings. Remind me at the end so I can pop her kits on the mat and show you what's coming up. But yeah, so look at this. This is going to be... Okay, so I'm going to stop here on the cubes. Oh, that's cool. Jody, I love it. So Jody, you must have finished X-Files. If you were rewatching X-Files last time we chatted. But there you go. So that gives you an idea, kind of comparing 11.0 Miyuki to 1.8 millimeter Miyuki cubes in the same exact instructions, which you can find right on my website. And so now let's jump to the next part. I want to show how to put on a clasp because this is a cool way to use these leaf clasps. So they have, if you don't feel like going for the jump ring thing, which I did not feel like doing, you don't have to. You can go right to the clasp by just doing a little interesting little side stitch thingy. And it is super easy. And in order to show you it, I'm going to need to add thread, which I figured some of you guys might want to see too. So let me grab some thread. On this one, I used 6-pound Fireline. And I actually think you could use crystal or smoke. I'm using smoke so you can see what I'm doing, but
I love adding thread now.
You were saying that, and I was like, I still don't enjoy it. I don't dread it, and I don't fear it like I used to, but I can't go as far as saying I enjoy it.
That's why I said, that's why I say, yeah, said no one ever.
Yeah, exactly. Here's my clippers. Cut those there.
I am so mad. I got a knot.
You did? Oh, that's the worst.
Yes.
I hate it when I get a knot.
But that's okay because I'll just add thread. And it's actually a clean knot. I might be able just to.
Oh, you can always trim it and add thread since you love adding thread. I was going to say.
With my.
Oh, Hannah says she likes what it is now. Well, hey, then I might just finish it like that. I need to add length, which I can actually do. That's another tutorial, but let's say you wanted to make this longer. You can start doing peyote stitch with the tail thread and the leftover working thread. So I might build this out full length so it can be a full length bracelet. Another thing we can do is we can make 3 like this and have little beads jumping to connect each section. That's something to play with. That's definitely on my list of things to look at. But switching back to this one. So this one I ran out of thread and I had been working with the tail thread and I was so close to being done that I brought the tail thread over and finished my edge of my row and then wove it in. So now I just need to add more thread so I can finish it. So, oh, thanks, Leanna. Okay, yeah, that's cool. I'm definitely going to leave it as it is. I will not change it. Jessica says if she gets a knot, she just toss the whole thing. Just kidding.
Oh my goodness. No, I'm going to make this work. I changed my internet. I kept on going in and out. And I think because everybody's on the home network right now. And so I switched over to the little hockey puck that we have.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So I don't think there was any interruption except I didn't hear you for a little while. But that's okay.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, I'll go back and watch too. But Yeah, I was sitting here talking about the knot in my thread. I am loving these colors. Oh my gosh.
Well, here, let's take a look right before I dive into that so we can see what you're seeing there.
Oh my goodness, look at those colors. Let's put it up against the white. Look at that.
Oh, I
So
like how you did that. That is really cool.
So I'm not doing
I
it
love
too
the-
conventional because I don't want it to be too wide for Rain, right? Because it's her little wrist, but I want her to get all the colors. So then the next color I'm going to do is this matte. So I'm doing like shiny matte, shiny matte, shiny matte. How's that?
That makes me think of waves. It really does look like a little scallopy edge. The triangles have a very cool effect, don't they?
They do. They do. I'm loving
You should
this.
go
I'd
show them.
never used triangles before, and I'm probably doing something you're not supposed to be doing, but
No,
I
you're not.
kind
You're
of
doing
dig it.
good. You can do anything with triangles, I feel like. There's no rules against triangles.
Okay.
It can be used for all types of bead weaving, and so can cubes. And I think even spacers if you want. Like we could even do like another spacer peyote stitch. That might be fun. But so let me show you just real quick how to add thread and put on this clasp because it's really easy. And then I think what I'm going to show you is versatile for other designs like herringbone, for example, if you like it. And it solves the problem of a clasp that is the ring faces up on it, like this one does. Because I didn't want it to be sideways, and I didn't want to have to use a jump ring. And so necessity really, truly is the mother of invention on that. Oh, and I'm going to need to bring these out. Let's get those. Hey, Nilay's here. Hey, Nilay.
Nilay!
Good to see you. Oh, and Maria says she loves triangles for herringbone. Yes, I do. Love those. And so I'm just going to add thread with the really super easy way. So I'm just going to bring my needle in anywhere on the work and just let that hang out. Hold the tail while I just kind of maneuver the thread around. So go through, treat the 3 beads in this 3-drop peyote. Just treat them as 1 bead for the purposes of what we're doing here. And you can make turns like that. So out of 1 stack and into the next stack. And I'm just going to do that a few times until my tail stops moving. So let's keep going. Oops. And let's do a test. So watch this tail thread here, and I'm going to pull on the working thread to see if it still moves. And that's still moving for me. So make some more turns. I might head up this way. We'll head back this way. I think 1 more turn is going to do it. And let's do a test. Yeah, so that's good. I pulled pretty tightly on that. It's not going anywhere. So now I'm just going to trim it. And our next goal, is we want to be exiting from one of these centers. So on this design, you've got the center shifts every column. And in this case, this is a column, that's a column, that's a column. And your center point keeps shifting. So in this column, my center point was this green. And we're going to be working out of the center column. And let me show you just one more time how that looks. On this one, it's the center for the whole bracelet, right? Give or take a row there. Doesn't have to be precise, but just identify one of those. I could have also used that turquoise one if I'd wanted to. So you could do either. The way I illustrated it was to go for a center one, which would be that one right there. And so currently, where's my thread hanging out? It's over here. So let's just make a turn. And I'm going to aim right for that column and right for that center set of beads. Oops, sorry about that. I keep losing my thread a little bit. Okay. So right in the center there, let's pick up 4 beads. I'm kind of focusing on the matte line, but you can use any color you want. So there's focus 4 of those. And if you're working on the second side of your clasp, on the first one, you could just string it. For the second side, bring it over. And I'm going to identify that I want it to go like that. All right, so 4 11-0 beads going through the clasp. 4 more. 2, 3, and 4. So far we've strung 4 clasp and 4 out of that center column there. And we're just going to bring that right up to meet that column and flip it over and go right back to that same set of beads heading in the other direction. And when you do that, you'll get this. And there you go. Now when we wear it, we just hold that tight for a second. Test it before you weave in, but when we wear it, it'll look like that. It's a little loose on this side of it.
Stunning, stunning,
Easy
stunning.
too, like way easier. And so that in a nutshell is how I did it. So to weave in, it's kind of the same thing, but what I did is I want to reinforce that twice. So head down through the 3rd column there. So one of these beads, make a turn, head back up, head back through this one. And then head back through all those beads there. And your clasp as well. You probably should be able to get through at least a few beads at a time. So it makes it a little better. And then when you get back to that side, you want to go right back through those 3. It'll still be loose after the first pass, but after the second pass, you should notice it getting much tighter, much stronger looking. And then we're going to do that one more time. There's our turn. Go through the beads. Go through the 3. Get through those. And there you go. I just want to get through those one more time. And I will need to weave that in pretty nicely, but there in a nutshell is our bracelet. And I think you could get away with any of the finishes. So like, that's what rose gold looks like, but what about silver? I think silver is nice. And Deborah's asking about the Alana. So the symbol Alana 2, which is the one that you see right here, that is spaced for 80 seed beads. You could, I mean, if you wanted, you could turn it on its side. I don't have one loose right now to show you, but can you picture maybe it would fit like that over it? You could do that. I mean, definitely. That's the cool thing about these findings. And if Leslie's still here, Leslie's the inventor of these, and she can tell you like if that's been done before or not. But that might be a brand new idea that you should try and post, because I think that is cool. I have not used it that way before. So I would really love to see how that works. So I'm not going to make you guys watch me weave in, because you know how to do that after seeing adding thread. Oh yeah, no, dangle and jump rings would be just fine. Yeah, Ruth, I was actually, honestly, truthfully, just very lazy. I didn't want to add a jump ring because I don't like to put an open jump ring against thread, and I had my heart set on having this leaf be the clasp that I would use, because it's a spring greens mix, and I felt like it just really needed a leaf on it. But this leaf clasp is, let me show you The one I'm using right now is the rose gold. It also comes in gold and silver, but it's a sealed jump ring. It doesn't open. So you need to stitch it in the moment. And if I go and put an open jump ring, then I've got a risk of my thread loosening and stuff. So that's why I did that, because I just really liked that. And it's super strong because it's just not going to open up on me. But yeah, so let me set this one aside and then let's see how Jennifer's doing. And then I believe I'm going to have to hustle a bit on the necklace. If I don't get to the necklace enough that everyone understands today, I will do a standalone video for you guys. I think I was a little ambitious thinking I could do 2 projects, but I do have the handout that shows how to do it. And I can show you how to finish it in case anyone. Oh yeah, Leslie says, yeah, oh yeah. But I believe that when it comes to saying inventor, what I mean is like you said, hey, make it like this and it will work. And then you tested it and made it perfect. But yeah. So Leslie works for Beadsmith, and they do all the symbol findings, and they're very, very cool and tested by jewelry designers, real seed beaters who understood what they were designing for. And I think that really shows in the product. You can tell that they were people who loved seed beating that made it. And they're just so nice. But yeah, so oh yeah, I meant to switch to your camera here.
Slow me. I'm just poking along here. So now that I am working my way back, and I've added in like this little green blue. I think there's green and blue, and I mixed them, but that's okay. Rain's gonna be just fine.
Neely's here. Yeah, he's been here for a bit.
Neely,
he's here.
Look what I got in the mail today.
I'm gonna miss him tomorrow. But Stacy's working on something gorgeous. Oh my goodness, you're gonna love what Stacy is making.
Yes, I think I'll be on with Neely too coming up at some point.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
excited about that.
We just love joining Neely. Neely is just like perfect to join. Okay, now that I have the camera on me, I'm just fumbling all around here because I had to show off my silver silk box.
No worries. I'm just sweeping my mat so I can show the necklace really quick.
Yeah, so I'm just moving along, and you see how it's making this little bit of a curve? It's just making a little bit of a curve. Some of them are just a little bit taller. So if you look, they're just a little bit taller than some of the others. And so, but I'm really digging it because as I add in some of the smaller that aren't so tall, it's all coming together. Lori, thank you so much. Yes, Miss Rain is going to love this. However, though, what if I get to the end and I really like it? Because I'm going to do the same ending, Danielle, on this one as I did the one for Rain, with putting that slider, putting the like Estalon cord and having it be as a slider rather than and it's my other bracelet. I think Lori said she made the bracelet too. Thank you, Eugenia. Oh, thank you, Kelly.
I loved it. That is so neat. I love the way you got. You're doing a like every row you're changing colors. It looks like.
Yes, everyone. Yeah. Oh, see, it's not curving as much. Yeah. So now it's not it's all going to probably come into it. The more rows I did, it did this too when I was making the other bracelet. But then as I added more rows, actually columns, right? Because am I adding rows or columns?
I believe we would call them rows in this case, and then the columns would be every 3 would be a column.
So then every time I'm adding another one, I feel like it's, getting a little bit tighter. So yeah, there's blue and then there's like a green in there too. And I've just kind of mixed those, but I didn't realize, because again, I was racing through to try and count because I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to keep up with Danielle. You know what? I don't even know why I try to keep up because
you did a full length. I only did I did a short version, remember? Like you did a whole bracelet length. Yeah, I only did a little abbreviated demo-y version.
Thank you, Jody. Jody and we were on a live together last night. That was the first time I'd ever been with Jody on a live, and we had a blast.
I need to catch the replay. That was the one with Sam's Bead Shop doing Northern Lights. Yeah, I absolutely need to see that.
And then
you could do a few rows, and it would make a really great rope chain or for a pendant. That would definitely look really cool for that.
So can I show you something else I've been working on? Which I was just working on, I still have it all connected, but I did this here.
Oh, that's pretty.
And then what I'm going to do is finish it off somehow. And I think I did it wrong, but I don't know. I did it on the loom.
You loomed that. I was going to say, did you square stitch? But if you loomed it, yeah.
I loomed it because I want to put something up here, something down here. And then I tried to make it. That is about a double strand, Nile double strand or silver silk double strand. And so I'm going to have this kind of be on the side, but I'm going to add some embellishments over the top and stitch in on the top.
You could add an Alana, you could square stitch an Alana finding over the center 3.
And now that I bring up, now I have a Danielle.
Oh, you do have one.
Do I? Which one is it?
Yeah, that one right there.
Okay.
If you stitch that into the center 3, it'll straddle the center one, and take the place of the 2 on either side of the center bead in an additional row that you'd have to square stitch on there.
That's perfect.
Oh, and Nile says that is beautiful.
Yay! And I'm gonna have to repost. I need to repost the bracelet that Little Miss Rain made using her silver silk. She did a really good job. She loves Nile. Well, I mean, everybody loves Nile, but she loves Nile. If he ever comes back to California, he's gonna have to see Rain.
We just need to have just like a bead tour or something. Something needs to happen where we all get together.
I think,
or just next year. I'll take Tucson more seriously next year. Like, make sure I actually get there. And Alex says he has to come, so she won't be the only kid there. He wants to go. He's into the bead world. He's ready, guys. He's like, I'm a bead designer. He has the perfect unboxing voice. He's so cute. So definitely. Well, let's see. Oh my gosh, how does an hour fly by? Let me show real quick.
Has it been an hour?
I can't even say. Like, it's only 7 minutes, and it will be. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. See, it takes me forever.
I know, me too. I'm just like, well, I didn't have the start shown. I did start it in the live last week, but I will. Let me know, guys, if you think I should do a standalone video for the necklace, I will. But I just wanted to share ideas for finishing it and other ideas that I haven't tried yet. So this loopy thing here, very easy to do. I named it loopy lettuce. I don't know why I thought it needed to be called. That's the name I gave it at 11 p.m. last night. So there it is. But it's very easy to do. If you do 9 loops, you get 2 inches. And let's see, how are we doing on? I can maybe zip through a start of it. I can do it, right? I can do it.
You can do it. I don't think anybody's going to go anywhere.
No. Let me know if you guys feel like you've seen it. Oh, yeah. And Lori's saying do a separate video. Eli says hashtag loopy lettuce. Oh, yeah. And triangles could do this one as well. I don't know if cubes. So I'm not feeling the cubes on this, guys. Reason being is these little rounds, they need to form into little circles. But I had an idea for, here's how I finished this one. I just made a little chain of seed beads and I added drops, and it started as just string 1 all the way up. And now I'm going to make a turn and head back down and add a drop, a new drop every time I pass one, add a new one. And then I have my tail thread hanging out here, waiting to be knotted to when I reach it. The way that I did the chain, I was going to show on this other sample with a darker color. So I started stitching and I created this little center focal for a necklace. And what you would do is you would just take a new strand and have this new strand be about the length that you'd like your necklace to be plus ×2. So you can go back down if you want to reinforce it. ×1 if you don't feel like it needs reinforcing. Like if you're going to work with 8-pound or something, maybe you don't even need to do that. But I usually do go back down through it. And so all you have to do, let me grab my pliers just really quick. I'm just doing this so I can thread my needle a little easier. There we go.
When I threaded my needle, you will never believe it went the very first time. Now, if the camera, if my overhead would have been on, it wouldn't have gone through.
Yeah,
I was so shocked. I was so shocked.
No, that's true. When you get to the end of your necklace, you're not going to have enough length left in your thread, probably. You're going to have your 12-inch tail. Did I recommend 12 inches on this one? Looks like I didn't recommend a tail length, but give or take, however much tail you leave. You could always leave a long enough tail to do one side, but you're probably not going to, you're either going to have to add thread or do this trick. So here's what I did. I had this ready like that, and the same thing on the other one. And I cut a whole new strand. This one's going to be double the length I want for my necklace, and just feed it through. Feed it through this top row. This whole thing here. It'll take a minute to get through it. And just get through as many as you can and then make another pass. But this is what you'll use to do your chain. See, just like that. And I won't make you guys watch me try to thread it all the way through, but you get the idea. Because that part of the handout I feel like wasn't super clear. So if anybody wants to get started before I get my act together on the formal video, you just carry on like that. So pretend I got to the other side. And then you could use this. You can bring it to the midpoint so your strand is equally long on each side. And that is what you use to string your gorgeous chain. And that's all you got to do. And one thing I was thinking on this one, you could go directly to your clasp, or I made a little loop here and I was going to do a little button end. So check this out. This is really cute. Okay. Oops, I have one there. Russian. And go with this color. There. And that'll fit this little loop for a way to close it. Is that cute?
Oh, yes. That's adorable.
And one trick with adding, I want to show this really quick in case it helps anybody. One trick for adding the drops like I did is it gives you a place to turn. So just on this first one, well, thanks, Sakaya. You want to go through your drop just on this one. On the other ones, we're going to skip the drop and add a drop. But in this case, I went through it. And I'm going to grab another one. Pick up a new drop. And then you can turn and head back up the chain. And that gives you the opportunity to reinforce that spot that you wouldn't have had before. So let's go. I was itching to finish this last night, but I made myself wait so I could show you guys the idea before I'd done it already. But now I'm going to need to make a new one for the video. But that is okay. So now see, that's reinforced. So we're all good there. Go down through whichever one of those drops you want to. And then head down your chain. Keep going, keep going. Get through as many as I can. There we go. And we'll pick up a drop. And this time we're going to pick up a drop, skip a drop, and carry on down the chain. And it'll, once you tighten everything up, and then I usually I'll bring the tail thread a little higher to meet, and then just do a knot, weave them in opposite direction and trim. That's what I did on this side. You'll get that. And so we're right at 1 hour now. So what I'm going to do is I'll refer you back to last week's Bead Saturday to see starting this. I did start it. I showed starting it last week, but I'm going to do a formal video start to finish because I feel like this is one that I want to live on my channel. It's like formally done all in one video. So look for that, but it might take me a week or two to get it done because this week's a little crazy. I'm going to be gone for the next 3 days. So the soonest I could get to it would be like at the end of this week. But I have a feeling the end of this week's going to be crazy, like a crazy town. So it might be a little longer. So plus I got to pack orders because there's orders coming in. I know at least 2 of those are from Jennifer.
So I am loving these triangles.
Oh, you are?
Because it makes it kind of lumpy bumpy, like raised. You see how it's just not flat? It's just, I love it. There's like texture to it.
I think it's so
great. I'm going to keep, thank you. I'm going to keep going out. And then I didn't use any of the whites, but look at, this is just one bag. And I'm going to have enough to finish this off. It's only going to be, what, probably 8 rows. I need one more because I need to make it odd so that I can do a little loopy loop. But yeah, there's plenty for a full bracelet. I mean, this is a rain size bracelet. It's a little over 5 inches from start to finish. Aww. Then I'm going to do a little loopy loop. And then I will add my S-long cord or B-long cord. C-long. I don't know. Is there S-long, C-long?
I think the C-long is what you used to do your macrame last time.
Okay. So I'm going to do that again. And then she's going to have a bracelet when she comes back over. I'm so excited. That's awesome. Oh, and the giveaway. We have to do the giveaway.
Oh, yeah, we got to do the giveaway. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I just saw that Jody L had put in Cosmic. So.
Oh, yeah. And nope, it's not sold out. It's still in my shop. I'll get you a link really quick. I have my shop open really quick here. I'll grab that for you. And we've been talking about that gorgeous bracelet of Jennifer's. Let me post you a link for that too, because that's also on my website under tutorials. Deborah, hey, congrats, Deborah.
Yay!
I'm sending you the cube mix was using for the bracelet as well as Nebula. So 2 little QB mixes are headed your way. And I believe, so just in case I don't have it, if you could send me your address, you can send that to me at danielle@daniellewickesjewelry.com, or you can find me through the website, like the contact form on there is great, daniellewickesjewelry.com. And yeah, I saw a question. So tomorrow at 1 p.m., you guys got to tune in. That's 1 p.m. my time. And then it is Central Time, 3 p.m. And Eastern Time, 4 p.m. is Silver Silk Sundays. Usually I'm there. Tomorrow I am out, but Stacy's there and I saw her project, guys, and it's, you guys got to make sure you see that. And let me grab you some links really quick to Surf and Sand, which is the one that Jen is using her beautiful bracelet right now. I actually reorganized the website. I'm really proud. It took me an entire day to do it, but I reorganized everything by bead type, and every listing is its own listing now. So it's I had heard you guys that sometimes with the picking a variety of things from one listing was having some kind of hang up in the checkout. I'm not sure why, but I fixed it, I believe. So there's a link to Surf and Sand, and here's a link to the bracelet that we've been talking about that Jennifer did back in December. And it's still
was it that long ago?
Yeah, well, it looks like we did this on the 4th of January. Or at least the 4th of January is when you posted the pattern. But I
Okay.
believe we went live in December on December 28th. I remember because that's my brother Matt's birthday. We went live in honor of my brother. There it is.
That was my
Um,
first pattern.
this is your very first peyote pattern ever, guys. It's worth checking out because she did that pattern herself. Like, really cool. I was not expecting you to like send me a full pattern.
With the guidance of you, though. You told me what to do, and it was like, all right, I went at it, and I sent it to you, and you're like, oh, whoa, yay, okay. And I was like, because I was expecting to have to do a little bit of something to tweak it, and you were like, it's good to go. And I was like, mind blown.
Oh, I know. And so looks like Lori made your bracelet. She said, yeah, it took a while. When you're working single peyote, a lengthwise one, that takes a hot minute. It does.
Yeah. Sorry, Lori.
And the cool thing is, so that, like, you know, my website tells me like how many people are loving on each of the listings and or posts, and your bracelet is like one of the big ones. Like it's in the top 10 of the ones most accessed for the pattern. So
oh my goodness.
yeah, like that. And I believe I've seen some posts as well. So it's getting lots of love. Yay. And should I get that? The Make-A-Wish kit is back at the supplier. Should I get more? The Toho Treasures?
Really?
Yeah. We're thinking, Carol and I are thinking Toho Treasures for April. What do you guys think?
Oh.
I know it's April right now, but the next mix. So which will probably be kind of endish of April. April, early May. We're kind of going to call it Mayflowers, but I don't know if Mayflowers has done a lot. So we might need to get a little more creative with our name. But that was just the best I had at the moment. Because it's going to be kind of April showers, Mayflowers kind of colors.
Aww.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Thanks for posting that, Colleen. Yeah, I will definitely. So spiral rope? You mean spiral rope, or you said spiral peyote? Or did I mix that up in my brain? I probably did. Oh, thanks, Gina. But definitely square stitch, I can for sure do that. I do that a lot for Jewel Loom. I wonder if I could bring one of those projects over and kind of do a version for my channel that shows like a little bit of a focus on the square stitch part of the instruction. We tend to do that as finishing technique usually. Once you get it off the loom, it's a really great way to add things to the edges and things like that, and to kind of cover up the warps on the edges and stuff like that. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm forgetting anything. Let's see. What do we have happening? Oh yeah, so next Seed Bead Saturday, which is the 12th of April, I'm just going to have a pre-recorded video out for you guys because that day I am away. But back for the next one, the 19th, with a project for Sam's Bead Shop. And then on the 26th, Leslie Pope will be with me. And I'm going to show you guys really quick her kits. I remembered to bring those with me. We're going to be doing the Dots and Dashes bracelet. Let me bring this up really quick on my screen to show. So that'll be our main feature, but we have, oh, and thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the tutorial. Yeah, so this is one of her kits, and you can get these from twistedsistabeads.com. And she has a couple colorways. I have 2 colorways, I believe. Yeah, I do. I have that one, and I have this one as well. So this one is called Evening Sky, and this one is called Bonfire. Bonfire looks really cool. Look at those. They
are both stunning. Stunning.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And then just in case that's not enough eye candy, which I'm already a little overwhelmed, but I'm hoping we can also do these at some point. If not on the 26th, maybe on a future one. We've got one scheduled in May as well. So, but who knows? She might have something new by then. She always has new stuff popping up. These are just 2 of many of her kits. I have an unboxing on my channel if you want to check it out. But this is like all I want to do right now is stitch these. They're so pretty. Look at these.
Oh my goodness.
So that will take a while. I haven't started that one yet, but I have started on the Tila one. Do I still have the Tilas? Yeah. This one with the little center focal. That is so cool, isn't it?
Those
so that's another one. Definitely check out her website.
Amazing.
And she also has bead mixes, guys. Like this is one of her bead mix designs.
That's my jam.
all Picassos. in there.
That is my jam right there.
Here's your link for that.
Oh, wow.
Would work with this finding so nicely too. That is cool. I was thinking, that reminds me, Stacy's bracelet, the one that we showed last week, everyone's been saying they would really love a pattern for that. We're working on it. And as soon as I'm back, we're going to put the polish on that and we'll get that posted for you guys too. So that is coming up. I think that's all I got.
All right.
Yeah. So where can we find you next? You're going to be on, you were just on Sam's last night. And you have another one coming up.
I am going to be on my own channel on Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. I know, Linda, that is way early for you out in Australia, but I got to do that during my lunch hour. And so I will be with Stacy. Stacy Hecht and I are coming back for, we have this thing where we get our beads and we have so much left over because an hour is never enough. And we're into this part 2 thing. And so we're doing a part 2 to the ombre collection from Jesse James Beads. Then with Sam's bead box last night, we have tons of beads left over. So Jody, Stacy, and I are going to come back for a part 2 for that. We don't have the date for that yet. But yeah, so far the 11th, and then can't remember, Stacy and I have our regular Sunday at 11 a.m. and I feel like it's like the 28th or 27th. I feel like it's the 27th, but we'll keep you guys posted. Yeah.
Awesome. I definitely want to tune in for those. I'm going to try tuning in as best I can for the ones this week.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to them. And I'm a replay watcher too. So.
Aw. And I am going to be with Nile. I just need to, I wrote down the dates. So when the 3 of us talked after last week, I wrote down all the dates. Thank you.
I did too. I think it's on my calendar. It might be on my calendar.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I will be with Silver Silk too. I don't have it up right here.
Awesome. Yep. I'm looking forward to all of those.
Yes.
Yeah. And in the meanwhile, I just want to wish everybody happy beading until we see you next. Oh, and hey, look, Nile says it's on the 13th. April 13th.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. I'll be there. So we'll be there together. Yeah, and actually I have a project. Probably won't get to finish it until like later next week, but I will send you in process photos.
Yeah, can you send it in process? Yeah, that'd be great.
Definitely. And Lori says Beads and Blooms. That's coming up.
That's right. In May.
Yeah, you have that coming up. May 5th through 7th? 5th through 7th?
7 through 9.
I haven't done my May calendar yet, so that one's not in here yet.
Yeah, 7 through 9. I think I'm on the 7th. I think I am. Colleen, I'm so lucky. Thanks, I get the best bosses ever. Colleen, you're our boss.
You're our boss.
See, we're both saying it.
I would be lost without her.
Me so too. Mm-hmm.
That's so true. Well, let's send you guys out so much love into the bead world. You guys are all really fun and really cool, and I'm so glad you were here. And I promise I'll get you the full length tutorial on this one. But in the meanwhile, the data's out there. So if you're working on it and you just have questions in process, go ahead and send me a note. And in between now and when I get that video all wrapped up, I'll try to get you going on that. All right. And so until then, happy beading.
Bye.
I'm going to see you again soon.